welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. I'm excited to bring to you today a tasty potato meatloaf. This has been a hot summer for us this year, and I'm always looking for ways that I can make something and we can cook it out on the grill. Not necessarily grilling, but having that heat source. So this recipe is only a few simple ingredients and so tasty. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started. So what I've got done here is my potatoes peeled and I cut them through this little grater. But you can also cut them just small slices like this, soak it in some water, and then we're going to drain that off there now, and I'll show you what you would do with them. Now I got myself a meatloaf pan here that our son gave us probably 10 years ago or more. But you don't necessarily need a meatloaf pan. You can have the pan itself. If you're going to be cooking it on the grill, the barbecue, don't put any parchment paper in it. But if you're going to be cooking it in the oven, put a sheet of parchment paper in it, and that'll help you, well, bring it off the same way these sides do. So what I'm going to do here now is just layer 3 sliced potatoes at the bottom, and I'm going to kind of season it liberally with some onion powder, salt and pepper in between, and you just put them all out there like that. So that was 3 smaller medium potatoes sliced, and if you feel like you're going to have too much in there, only use half of that, because you need about 1 pound to 2 pounds of lean ground beef as well. And that's 1 teaspoonful of pepper, salt, onion powder, savoury or thyme. And now we're going to put the remainder of those seasonings in with our ground beef, and I'm going to show you that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop my lean ground beef. You could use lean ground turkey, ground pork, ground chicken, whatever you can get that is affordable is what I'm going to say. Put that in your bowl. Now you can do this by hand, or you can use your hook on your blender. That is entirely up to you. This is a small onion that I got diced really small. You put it in with your ingredients. I got 1 cup of grated stale breadcrumbs. I'll figure out what it is yet, Raymond. I know, I know what it is, but to get it out is the thing. And like I was saying, there's a teaspoonful of sea salt, less a few sprinkles you did over the potatoes. 1 teaspoonful of savoury. You could use summer savoury, or you could even use thyme. Put that in there. I'll share a link with you too if you can access savoury. We use it on a lot of stuff. This is 1 teaspoonful of black, or you could use white pepper. And look at the humidity here. My onion powder is now gone to onion cruddles. But anyway, so onion powder, not onion salt, and pop that into the mixer or into the bowl as well. Now I got a can here of mushroom soup mix. If you can't use mushroom soup mix, you can use cream of chicken, cream of turkey, or a sauce of your choice. We're going to put half of this can in there, and we're going to keep the other one for either using in between cooking or after with putting it over individual slices. Now I'm going to put down my mixer and just whisk it around till it blends together. So that's pretty much all we need to do there. I'm going to take that down from the sides. I'll blend the rest together with my spatula, and I'll show you what to do next. So now the remainder of the mushroom soup, you mix our mushroom soup, can of mushroom soup, I'll get it right now. And then about 1/2 can of water, and just to rinse out that can. Whoops! and put it into the rest of that soup. And then I'm going to just whisk that together. So we're going to keep this. I'm going to warm it in the microwave probably for a minute or so just to have it hot. If I need to use it to pour over the meatloaf, the potato meatloaf, while it's cooking. If not, we will use it for individual servings. So back here to this, we're just going to mix the remainder in, and I'm going to put it on top of those potatoes. That's all we're going to do there. Pretty much now all we're going to do is take our mixture and pour dollop in on top of the potatoes. Now when this starts cooking, of course, if there's any oil in your meat, it's going to probably start dripping out over. So you want to be careful with that. If you want to put a draining pan in your oven, if you're cooking it there, but out on the grill, there's no worries, because really, if you were grilling, you'll be making a mess anyway, and it'll be going down over your grill, and actually that'll just smell nice, eh, babe?
Yeah.
I don't think that
the barbecue smell.
I don't think that would worry. I always do a little indent on the sides like this, and if it do have a little bit of oil, it kind of builds up there. But now with this one that lifts up, it all goes to the bottom of the pan, which is good. Now this is a lean ground beef, but if you get a medium and you find that's more affordable, there you go, that's what to use. So now I'm going to tell you how long you need to cook this delicious potato meatloaf for. So now what you need to do, if you want to cook it on your grill, which that's what we're going to do today, you'll turn it on the 4 dampers, or the 4 dials I should say. Put it on until the temperature gets to about 350-400 degrees Fahrenheit. Then what you're going to do is put your meatloaf in the top rack. There's usually a rack up there where you'll put your bread and your corn. We're going to put it up there. I'll show you that. And then I'm going to turn the dials down to low, because I want to keep that heat in there sustained, but I don't want for it to get any higher. I'm going to show you that. And if you want to cook it in the oven, go 350 degrees Fahrenheit and cook it in there for anywhere from 45 minutes to 1 hour, or until the temperature, internal temperature, is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So I hope all that's clear. I'll share it in under as well in our description bar. So let's go outside and get cooking. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, we have a little bit windy here today, so hopefully it's not too bad. I'm going to put my dials down all the ways, and I'm going to be putting a piece of foil wrap over the top of this meatloaf, and I'm putting it on the top rack like this, and that way it'll keep the heat the same as in your oven. It's a busy day here today. There's noisy, there's traffic. Oh well.
Good old summer day.
Good old summer day. People's enjoying their breaks. In there, we're going to leave it in there for 15 to 20 minutes without checking it. And then we'll check it, and if we need to put a little small amount of that mushroom soup over the top to keep it moist, we will. If we don't need it, we'll keep it for the individual servings. And I'll show you what that looks like on that stage. So now let me check this here now. Oh my gosh, this is the wind is blowing. It's blowing the eggs out of a chicken here today. Anyway, look, it's coming along nice. Of course, I'm going to leave the foil wrap, not plastic, off it, and let that cook some more on top. It don't look like it's drying out. And I'm just going to put down the lid again and let it go for another 10 minutes. We're looking at an absolutely delicious outside potato meatloaf. Now I'm going to check it. It's got to be 160 on your chef temp, or your internal temperature. This is really hot there. She's only going to about 120 there, so I still got another 40 degrees for it to get to. So just keep the heat going on it and enjoy it outside. I just just love cooking outside. Let's bring you in closer and show you what our delicious potato meatloaf looks like. Let's have a little check here of this meatloaf. Ah, yes, she's gone to one. Look, I even got a little bit, Raymond. That bit is for you.
Let it cool down
165, and she's perfect there. Look. All right then. So I'm going to take this inside, and we're going to start cutting it. Well, that was definitely creative. We're fighting the wind, we're fighting the birds, and we have got ourselves a delicious and very tasty potato meatloaf. I'm going to pull it from this pan and show you what it looks like. Now, can you see yourself wanting to make one of these potato meatloafs today? Having it cooked outside on your grill, and again, everyone's grill varies. We'll talk a little bit about that. But I can't wait to cut into this delicious potato meatloaf. So now I'm just going to cut a little around the side. So when you're clearing yours, just go like this along the side of your pan so it would take it away from it. It's the same as you would do if you're cooking it in the oven. There's no turning this one over because I'm in a very awkward shaped pan. But what I'm going to do is cut off. I'd like to wait for it to rest a little bit, but Raymond, what do you figure? No resting here?
No, I don't think so.
No, no, you can see digging right into to this one. Without resting?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I know that.
It'll rest later.
It'll rest later. We've cooked this one on the inside many times. Now I'm going to show you there. A little bit fell off, but so tasty. Now, just look at this, Raymond. You know, having this potato meatloaf, I'm going to pass this little bit that fell off for Raymond. Without falling, Raymond. There you go. You got a little bit gone. That's okay.
There's always benefits beyond being a cameraman.
Yes, well, you got lots of benefits there for sure. And take some of that I guess the mushroom soup, warm it in the microwave, put it there on your plate, and you got yourself an absolute feast. And this is done on the barbecue. So amazing. Now that it's rested a little bit and it's not 500 or 400 degrees, I'm going to slide this meatloaf off of the meatloaf tray onto this plate, so you can see it a little better. Lots of potato, and that's what I love about this recipe. You don't need to put on potato then, because here it is. You got all this potato in it, and you could just serve as much as you like with it. Just a few vegetables on the side, maybe make a salad, sit out and enjoy. I'm gonna have a little taste now. Gosh, I can't wait, Raymond, to have a taste of this. Oh my gosh, the taste of that meatloaf on top, delicious. The potato with all of the drippings of that meat, savory, the flavor going through, cooked out on the grill, just absolutely delicious. 2 thumbs up by me, and I know that Raymond enjoyed his sample back there.
I've already had my sample, so yeah, definitely.
You play with it the way you want it. You put the sauce you want on it. If you don't like the mushroom soup, you can use whatever soup sauce you want, and you can even use a tomato one, but this one we love. It got a really good flavor. Yum. I can't wait for you to make it. On that note, we're going to get going because we want to enjoy it outside, and it's quite humid here today. We want to share this potato meatloaf so that more people can get to enjoy it. Our recipe is going to be posted in the description area at the bottom of this video. As well, I'm going to share other links to meatloafs up at the top left hand corner. If you can't find the recipe there, send me a message at bonnitakitchen@gmail.com. Of course, we're going to share it with you on our Facebook page, where we share a lot of different recipes and up-and-coming recipes, and as well on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. And before I go, remember that everyone's grill is different. If you only got a grill that got 2 dials and it's got no temperature on the top letting you know, no worries. Just keep it up at that level on that first rack and just watch it. Get yourself a thermometer, check the internal temperature, or just glaze over it and say, you know what, this is cooked. It's been in there at least 45 minutes to 1 hour. This is it, as good as it gets. We're not going to take any more of your time. We know it's precious. And on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours.